Hi my friends, and welcome to this last video in our little series Feeling Better Every Day. So we're going to finish off, and I had a plan to make an extra video about movement, but I'm going to put it in here. So of course, when you want to feel good, body, mind and soul, some type of movement comes with it. And being in nature, getting the sunlight on your skin and into your eyes is also part of it. So there's many different ways to approach this, and some people are very extreme, and I think usually the body doesn't like anything too extreme. But it is very personal. So I have a wonderful story of a 92-year-old Japanese woman who looks absolutely amazing and who changed her life completely when she was in her 60s. And she is one of those extreme people who moves a real lot. But she's just living proof that you can actually reverse aging, and that movement is really vital to stay very youthful. So in my own life, I use walking and a lot of relaxation, which I think is really also very important for well-being. So I've never been a very sporty person, but I like walking in nature and also tending to the animals. I get some movement there, and then I do some type of qigong or some yoga. And I think the stretching, the breath work is also really important, to have this very wonderful breath that we've been practicing together. The qigong breathing, I really like that and use that in my life as much as when I'm driving a car or when I'm just resting. I try to use the qigong breathing as much as possible. And apart from that, I think stretching is really good, to stretch our body completely and keep the spine really supple, or supple, it's called supple. Keep the joints really supple, it's good. So in this video we're going to look into the whole, the part of life that is our core beliefs, our belief systems. And because, as I've mentioned before, the way we think is the way really the world will appear to us. Our life will unfold according to the way that we think. And so when we have negative beliefs about ourselves and the world, that is the way the world is going to present itself. And on the other hand, when we have positive and really health-promoting ways of thinking, we will experience life that way too. So it really comes down to finding the root cause of the disease, the root cause of why our life is unfolding as it is, and why there's not more well-being. And when we go and look at our core beliefs, we come into the world of spirituality, as I see it, because when we are a non-spiritual person, we don't believe in anything spiritual. We think that this physical life is our only life, and that being in this physical world is all there is, and when we die, we're gone. And of course this can really make life very difficult, and we can have some very negative core beliefs because of that. Because just one thing like feeling safe. Do I feel safe in this world? If you have no idea of anything apart from the physical world, you can feel very unsafe a lot, because the physical world is not a safe place to be. I mean, things happen, and things fall apart. We die, we get sick. So this is where really, as I see it, throughout all of human history, we have sought something beyond the physical. because of course deep down we knew it was there, but also because living in this physical world without any spirituality can be a very, very stressful way of living. So we're going to go into that when we after we've done our little quiet time. So if you like, close your eyes and just sink into yourself. Let your breath be nice and deep and long, going all the way into your belly, feeling how soft and just how soft and big your belly can be. And see how long you can make this in-breath, and how long and slow you can make your out-breath. And if you like, use the Qigong breathing where you sense how all the air is coming in through your skin. Every single tiny molecule that is in your skin is like this happy little child receiving a hug. There's joy in all your skin as it receives this beautiful substance, the air, coming in and nourishing you and cleansing you, bringing new life all the time. And if you like, imagine how the trees of the earth, the plants of the earth, are giving out this beautiful substance, the oxygen which we are so dependent on, letting it flow out of their leaves into the atmosphere and coming to us to give us this vital life force. And sense also in the atmosphere around you there is all this energy that is coming in through the air also, feeding our cells, bringing relaxation and well-being on all levels, body, mind and soul. And we can also see ourselves as a tree with deep roots going into the ground from our feet, growing vigorously all through the layers of the earth and into the core of the planet. Making us completely grounded, completely stable on this earth. And sensing how through these roots we can take in all this beautiful energy from Mother Earth, coming up through our roots into our stem, which is our body, and out into our canopy, this huge big oak tree we can imagine we are, or any tree, doesn't matter. See all the branches we have, all the leaves. See our vitality, our beauty, our magnificence as this tree, standing here on earth, taking in life and giving out life to those all around us. See if you can sense this tingling feeling all around your body, on your skin, on your fingers and toes, on your face. Sensing how there is well-being in you right now, and allowing it to grow and fill you more and more. Sense how it is good to be here, right now. To be you, right here and right now. And when you're ready, slowly come back. Come back to your body and this little video, these words I'm sharing now. So we were talking about how what we send out into the world is going to come back to us. And that we really, which is so hard to understand, we really are dictating our lives with how we think. And to understand and find the core beliefs we have can be quite difficult, because they can be so deep that we don't realize they're there. But in my sessions, I have this little list I use where we can, with muscle testing, we can detect whether or not a person is feeling these good feelings, or does actually not feel very good. And so these are just some examples of good core beliefs. So I use them sometimes when I finish off the session, to see if the client is really in a good place. So this is just some examples. I am safe. I am protected. I am grounded. I am centered in my heart. I am valuable. I am precious. I am free. I am loved. I respect and honor myself and all around me. I give and receive love freely. All is well. All I need comes to me in divine order. So with muscle testing, we can actually see if this is the way we're actually feeling in this moment. And if we're feeling that way, we're in a really, really good place. And so there was a doctor called Dr. David Hawkins, who wrote a book about where he shared that through many, many years he was using muscle testing to understand really the truth of how life really all works. And he made a consciousness map where he mapped out all the emotions, the emotions that we have as humans, and measured through muscle testing the energy frequency of each emotion. And of course, and really the lowest vibrational emotion is fear. And then it goes up, all the way up to love and joy, and I think contentment is the last one. You can go and find it on the internet. And so this is just to show how I mentioned before that everything is energy, and a thought is energy, and emotions are energy. And the emotions we have in our life, the way we feel, are not only from old experiences we have had, so they're sitting there. They are also from the beliefs that we have in our daily lives. So you can actually say that the beliefs we have, if they are negative, are actually traumatizing us every day and all the time. So this is new emotional dysfunction, or feeling emotionally unwell. It's new emotions that keep coming up because under the emotion is a thought. So the thought, or the core belief that I am unsafe, I am not safe, will give all this fear that we go around feeling, and which is a very, very common thing. So we can work with this ourselves using muscle testing, but also just asking ourselves, how do I actually really feel? And how do I actually really think? And so this is where the world of spirituality comes in. That if we have no spiritual awareness, and we think that this is all there is, this life can be very, very difficult to be a very, very joyful human being who loves their life. But when we dare to step through the door of our hearts and into the other realms, which are not the physical, and we open the door, we see the light of all that's shining brightly, and we realize that this is our true home. So on earth we're not home, we're only here for a while, and we belong somewhere else. So we realize that there are many dimensions to life, and this is only one dimension. But here, where we're sitting in our chair, wherever we are, right now and here, we have the inner dimensions, which is our true self. And there we reach our spirit, and there we hear the voice of our spirit, and we get to see that the person we thought we were is not us. There is a much deeper version of us, and that version, the spiritual version, never feels unsafe. So our spirit cannot have a belief called I'm not safe, because it's it's not possible, because the spirit knows it's safe. The spirit knows that it is one with all, and that it is love itself, and that it has a special light to shine in this world that no one else has, and that this is really our mission on earth, is to come and shine the light, and also to grow from what we experience. And that although life on earth can feel very unsafe, it's only on the outer dimensions of us. It's on our superficial self we're feeling unsafe in the moment, but in our deeper self we're never unsafe. So there's no need to feel fear, because the spirit, as we know from all these amazing people out there in the world, and when we do the journey ourselves and connect with our spirit, we realize that the spirit cannot be tainted. The spirit cannot be ruined in any way, destroyed in any way, because it is eternal and it is whole. It cannot not be whole. So this, I think, is really, we can go and look at all our core beliefs, and we can work with them and try to release them, but we can also in our daily lives work by realizing, by practicing connecting to our spirit. And when we do that, as I've mentioned before, we allow the spirit to take up more and more of who we are, and so we become our spiritual selves. And there are no core beliefs that are not positive and wonderful. But we can work on both levels. We can work on opening up to our spirit and letting this guide us and fill us. And we can also go into looking at what are my core beliefs, and is there anything I need to change? And that's where we can use all these different wonderful tools to help ourselves release old emotions and release the thought patterns that were controlling us. So I think this is really all about, this is the way it's going to be more and more, and it's really living on New Earth. Because there are all these different dimensions, and when we are in a low dimension, in a low frequency, we're controlled by really our ego and false self, which is the lower dimensions of us. Our world will mirror that back, and we will, the world we live in will have all this negativity because we have it ourselves. We have sowed the seed, and that's what we harvest. But when we, in our daily life, when we wake up in the morning, we maybe have our morning routine, morning rituals, whatever we do, this can be one of them. To tune into our spirit, use the breath, sense how, use the smile, sense how this is all in here, and this is from this vibration I want to live my life. And so you've really set the stage for the day to be a wonderful day, a day full of good feelings, good experiences, because you have sowed that seed of goodness. And you've left all the lower frequencies, which are always there. You can dip into these lower frequencies, and it will always be a part of us. But as we move up, we realize it's just not worth it to be there. And so of course our lives will unfold according to that, and our well-being will grow. So but we're here, and we're in a human form, and we will experience the lower vibrational feelings of feeling unsafe, feeling worried, and what I sense is the path to go is to sense how we become we are really our own parent. And so when these lower vibrational feelings come up, to just embrace them and realize that behind this lower vibrational feeling, we are our spirit. There is only joy and love and peace and contentment. So we are just embracing this for a while, and as we embrace it, it will dissipate. So I was just thinking about the smile, which I think I forgot in this video. How the smile is so powerful, and we know now that just doing a fake smile is actually just as powerful as doing a real smile. Because it creates all these health giving substances in our body. So choosing in our little morning routine to just put a smile on our face has really set the stage also for today, that I choose to smile right where I am with all the things going on in my life. And you've sowed the seed of joy, and you've sent the signal to all your body cells that right now I'm smiling, right now all is well, and the body will respond that back with well-being. So we're moving into these higher dimensions, and of course as we do, we get to feel better and better every day. And this is a world of love, where we sense how we are love, and that love is really all around. And well-being is a natural thing. Feeling good is completely natural. And so I'm going to finish this video now and finish this little series. And I thank you for being here and for going with me on this journey of going into different aspects of how we can help ourselves to feel better and better every day. And I wish for you that You feel the light and the love within and all around, and that you get to really understand how precious and how valuable you are. So see you in the next video. Take care, my friend. Bye.